Welcome to this gentle sequence intended to stretch and strengthen the muscles around the knees to stabilize the knees. So let's begin today by laying on our backs, gently rolling to one side, coming onto our back, adjusting to lay comfortably, lifting the shoulders away from the mat, and then placing them back down, lifting your hips and gently placing the lower back onto the mat, lifting your feet off the mat, extending your legs away from the body and placing them back onto the mat. Palms are open towards the ceiling. Inhale and exhale. Inhale deeply and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Allowing your body to just rest on your mat without any effort for a few moments. Now bring your feet together, toes pointing away from the body. Inhale, and as you exhale, bring your knees in towards your chest. Inhale, and as you exhale, extend your legs. Inhale, and as you exhale, bring your knees in towards your chest, trying to give your knees a hug with your hands. Inhale and exhale, extend your legs. Inhale, and as you exhale, bring your knees in towards your chest. Inhale and exhale, extend your legs. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, bring your knees in towards your chest. Inhale and exhale and extend your legs away from your chest. Inhale, and as you exhale, bend your knees, soles of your feet facing away from the body, and just holding it here for a few breaths. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Using your hands to hold your thighs, the backside of your thighs. Inhale and exhale. Now as you inhale, extend your legs, soles of the feet facing the ceiling. Inhale and exhale, bending at your knees, soles of the feet pointed away from the body. Inhale, soles of the feet to the ceiling, extend your legs. Exhale, bending your knees, soles of the feet pointed away from the body. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Trying to keep the feet together. Inhale and exhale. 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 Now let's do alternate leg extension and bending at the knee. So you can interlace your fingers and clasp them behind the thigh. Feet together. Inhale, extend your right leg, sole of the foot pointing towards the ceiling. Exhale, bending your right knee, sole pointing away from the body. Inhale, extend the right leg, sole of the foot pointing towards the ceiling, and exhale, bend your right knee, sole of the foot pointed away from the body. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Bring your knees in towards your chest. Extend your legs away from the body. Bending your knees. Knees stacked over the hips, feet together, soles of the feet pointing away from the body. You can either interlace the fingers and clasp behind the right thigh, or you can just keep both hands on the back side of both your thighs, keeping your right knee bent. Extend the left leg towards the ceiling, sole of the foot pointing towards the ceiling, and as you exhale, bend your left knee. Inhale and exhale. 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 Bring your knees in towards your chest and extend your legs away from your body. Now slowly rolling onto your side, lifting yourself up and laying on the front side of your body. Placing your forehead on the mat or on your fingers, whatever feels the most comfortable on your neck. Extending your legs to the back, toes pointing to the back of the mat. Inhale, bending your right knee and bringing the sole of the right foot towards your body. As you exhale, extend your right leg gently. Inhale, bringing the sole of the right foot in towards your back side. And exhale, extend the leg to the back, toes pointing to the back. Inhale pointing the toes towards your head, sole of the foot towards the body, bending your knee, and as you exhale, slowly extend. Inhale, bending the right knee, toes pointing towards the head, and exhale, extend your right leg. Inhale, bending your right knee, toes pointed towards the head, trying to move the sole of the foot towards the back side of the body as much as you can, and exhale, extend your right leg. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Moving on to our left leg. Inhale, bending the left knee, toes pointed towards the head, trying to push the sole of the foot towards the back side of the body. Exhale, extend your left leg. Inhale, bending your left knee, toes pointing towards your head, sole of the foot pointed towards the back side of your body. Exhale, extend. Inhale, bending your knee. Exhale, extend. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Now placing your hands on the mat and using your hands to lift your chest, your hips, your thighs off the mat, and then slowly sitting on your heels into child's pose. Bringing your forehead onto the mat. As you inhale, gently lift up into a tabletop, wrists under the shoulders, knees in line with the hips. Inhale here, and as you exhale, gently lower halfway into a child's pose, but not completely sitting into child's pose. Inhale, coming back up into tabletop. Inhale, and as you exhale, coming into a halfway to child's pose, pushing your hips away from the mat. Inhale, and as you exhale, coming into halfway into child's pose, moving your hips towards the back, using your hands to push yourself away from the mat, and exhale and inhale, coming back into tabletop. Inhale, and as you exhale, pushing your hips downwards, but not completely downwards, kind of away from the mat. And exhale and inhale, come back into tabletop. Inhale, and as you exhale, using your hands to push away from the mat. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, halfway. Inhale. Inhale, and as you exhale, coming in halfway. Inhale, tabletop. Inhale and exhale, coming halfway, holding it here, and then sitting into child's pose. Forehead on the mat. Inhale, slowly rising up into a tabletop. Exhale, halfway into child's pose, holding it here. For a few breaths, sitting into child's pose. Inhale, lifting back up into tabletop. Inhale, and as you exhale, moving halfway into child's pose, holding it here for a few breaths. And then slowly lowering into child's pose. Inhale, lifting back up into tabletop. One more time, one last time. Inhale, and as you exhale, halfway into child's pose, holding it here. Inhale and exhale. Breathing here for a few moments. And then sitting into child's pose. Bringing your arms beside you. Inhale, slowly lifting yourself up gently, coming into tabletop, wrists under the shoulders, knees in line with the hips. Inhale, and as you exhale, lift your knees off the mat, coming into a downward facing dog with your knees bent. Using your hands to push away from the mat, pushing your hips towards the ceiling, keeping your knees bent. Inhale, and as you exhale, slowly bringing your knees onto the mat. Extending your toes to the back. Inhale, rolling your toes in towards the body. Pushing into your hands, lifting your knees off the mat, keeping your knees bent into a downward facing dog. Inhale, and as you exhale, slowly bringing your knees back onto the mat, toes pointing to the back. Inhale, rolling your toes in towards the body, lifting your knees, keeping your knees bent in downward facing dog. Inhale, and as you exhale, knees back on the mat, toes pointed away from the body. Inhale, and as you exhale, rolling your toes in, lifting your knees, keeping your knees bent in downward facing dog. Inhale, and as you exhale, bring your knees back onto the mat, toes pointed away from the mat. Rolling your toes in towards your body. Inhale, and as you exhale, knees are bent in downward facing dog, pushing your hips towards the ceiling. Inhale, and as you exhale, bring your knees back onto the mat. toes pointed to the back. Now inhale, and as you exhale, lift your knees off the mat and coming into a downward facing dog. Micro bend in the knees if needed, trying to push your heels towards the mat as much as you can, using your hands to extend away, to push away from the mat. Breathing here into your belly for a few breaths. And gently walking your feet to the front of the mat, toes pointing forward, feet together. And slowly as you inhale, gently rise up, taking a moment here by closing your eyes. Just observing the points of contact on the soles of your feet with the mat. Trying to understand if your weight is distributed equally on the soles of your feet. Gently opening your eyes. Bring your hands on your hips. Inhale and extend your right leg in front of you. And exhale, bring your right foot back down. Pushing into the sole of the left foot. Inhale and exhale, right foot back on the mat. Trying not to tilt to one side and trying to keep your weight centered. Pushing into the left foot. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Toes pointing away from the body and exhale. Sole of the foot on the mat. Inhale and exhale. 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 Opposite side. Inhale, toes pointing away from the body. Exhale, sole of the foot back on the mat. Pushing into the sole of the right foot, centering your weight, trying not to lean to the right. Inhale and exhale. 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 Coming into the front of the mat, feet together, toes pointing forward. Inhale here, slightly open your arms to either sides. And as you exhale, imagine you're sitting on your imaginary chair, keeping your back straight, pushing your hips to the back. Inhale, coming back up. Inhale, exhale, sitting into your imaginary chair, keeping your knees together, pushing your hips to the back, and as you inhale, coming back up slowly. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, coming back up. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, coming back up, making sure that your knees don't go beyond your toes when you're sitting into your chair. Inhale and exhale, pushing your hips to the back, knees together. Inhale. Inhale and exhale, sitting into your chair. Inhale, coming back up. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale, sitting into your imaginary chair. Inhale, coming back up. Inhale, and as you exhale, sitting into your chair. Exhale and inhale, coming back up. Now inhale and exhale, and try to hold it here for a few moments, for a few breaths. Inhale and exhale, keeping your back straight, pushing your hips to the back, knees together. Inhale, slowly come back up. Inhale, and as you exhale now, bring your right foot behind you. Right heel and left heel are aligned in the same line. Right foot in a 45-degree angle. Hip and chest facing forward. Inhale and exhale here. And as you inhale, bend your left knee. Left knee shouldn't go beyond the left toes. And exhale, extend your left leg. Inhale, bending your left knee, pushing into the soles of your feet, of your right foot and your left. Exhale. Inhale, bending your left knee, pushing into the soles of your feet, keeping your right leg extended without bending your knee. Inhale, and as you exhale, straighten your left knee. Inhale, bend your left knee, and exhale, straighten your left leg, toes pointing forward. Inhale, exhale, hips and chest facing forward. Inhale, bending your left knee. Exhale, extending. Inhale, bending your left knee. Exhale, extend. Inhale and exhale, straighten your left leg. Inhale and exhale. Now inhale and hold it here. Open your arms onto either sides with your elbows bent, chest pushing forward, pushing into your feet, holding it here for a few breaths. Inhale and exhale, extend, straighten your left leg, feet together in front of the mat. Inhale, and as you exhale, bring your left foot behind you, heels are aligned, 45-degree angle in the left foot. As you inhale, bending your right knee, ensuring the right knee doesn't go beyond the right toes, pushing into the soles of the feet, chest and hips pointed forward. Exhale, straightening the right leg. Inhale, bending your left knee. Exhale, straighten the right leg. Inhale, bending your right knee. Exhale, straighten your leg. Toes pointing forward. Inhale, bending your knee. And exhale, coming back to center. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Pushing into the soles of your feet and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale now and holding it here, extending your arms onto either sides with your elbows bent, palms facing forward, pushing into the soles of your feet. Holding it here for a few breaths. Now bringing a wide stance between the feet, toes pointing forward, hands on your hips. Inhale, and as you exhale, hinging from your hips, holding your upper body, your trunk parallel to the ground, pushing your hips to the back, keeping your back straight. Shoulders away from the ears, and just holding it here for a few moments. And on your next inhale, slowly rising up, feet together in front of the mat. Inhale, bringing your arms overhead, palms facing each other, shoulders away from the ears. As you exhale, bring your arms down, hinging from your hips, micro bend in the knees. Placing your hands on the mat, bringing your right foot back, followed by the left foot, and coming into a downward facing dog, pushing away from the mat. Micro bend in the knees if needed, pushing the heels towards the mat, lifting the hips towards the ceiling. Inhale, and as you exhale, bring your knees onto the mat, toes pointing to the back, away from the body, and sitting into child's pose, bringing your forehead onto the mat, sitting on your heels, extending your arms away from the body to the front of the mat. Just being in child's pose for a few moments, breathing here mindfully into your belly. Now using your hands to slowly lift yourself up and laying on the front side of your body. Placing your forehead on the mat. Hands on either side, palms facing down. Hands are on either sides of your head. Palms facing down. Now lifting your forehead off the mat, continuing to look at your mat, continuing to stare at your mat so that you're not causing any stress on the back side of your neck. Extend your right arm away from the body, and now lifting your left leg off the mat from your hip, toes pointing to the back, keeping your leg straight as much as you can, and lifting your right arm off the mat. Exhale, lowering your right arm and left leg. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, trying to lift from your hip, and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Opposite side. Extend your left arm in front of you, bending your right elbow beside you, right palm facing down. Inhale and lift your right leg off the mat, toes pointing to the back, trying to keep the leg extended and not bending at the knee, not bending the knee, and lifting your left hand off the mat. Exhale, lowering your left hand, your left arm, and right leg onto the mat. Inhale and exhale. 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 Relax for a few moments, placing either cheek on the mat. Slowly using your hands to lift yourself up, tabletop, and then coming into child's pose. Inhale, and as you exhale, coming onto your sit bones. And laying on your back. Bending your knees, soles of the feet on the mat. Now bringing the soles of your feet together and allowing your knees to rest towards the mat on either sides. Breathing here deeply into your belly. You can place your hands under your thighs or knees if you need to support your legs. If this feels too much, and if you're in any kind of pain, to avoid that, you can place support under the knees or just place your hands and gently support your body. Breathing into your belly deeply. Taking a few moments here. Slowly bringing your knees in towards each other. And keeping your feet and knees hip width apart. Pushing into the soles of your feet. And lifting your hips off the mat. Clasp your fingers under your hips, pushing into your shoulder blades. Trying to bring your chin to your chest. Inhale and exhale here. Trying to push your hips towards the ceiling. Hips and thighs towards the ceiling. Inhale and slowly release and let your hips back onto your mat. Rest onto your mat. Release your fingers. Bringing your knees in towards each other. Now place your left ankle just above the right knee and gently pushing your left knee away from the body with your hand. Breathing here deeply into your belly. Letting go. Opposite side. Bringing your right ankle right above the left knee and using your right hand, your right fingers to gently push your right knee away from the body. Breathing here deeply into your belly. And gently extend your legs. Making whatever adjustments you need to allow your body to rest peacefully without any effort. Letting go of all the effort that you just put into this practice. Letting your entire body just be on this mat. You have nowhere to go, nowhere to be. Being present in this moment with your breath and your body. Becoming aware of the contact between your body and this mat that you are laying on. Observing every point of contact that your body has with the surface you are on. Bringing gentle movement into your toes and your fingers, moving in whichever way it feels the most natural and comforting to you in this moment. Bending your knees, soles of the feet on the mat, and rolling onto either sides of your mat, keeping your knees stacked on top of each other and just laying in a fetal position for a few moments. Using your hand to gently lift yourself up and keeping your eyes closed, coming into a seated, cross-legged posture. Keeping your palms facing up on your knees. Just taking a moment here to feel gratitude for your mind, your body, and soul, and everything and every being facilitating in the harmonic functioning of your mind, body, and soul. Bringing your palms together in front of your chest. Whenever you feel ready, slowly opening your eyes. Thank you for practicing with me today.